I have the room ready for you and Mrs. Barrington.
Thank you, Warren. For any reason.
Is filmed on stage 12. It happens to be the largest soundstage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
Soundstage 12 has housed Frankenstein's lab, Dracula's castle.
Right.
Screen in just a moment. There we go. So big. And home to CSI, Crime Scene Investigation, starring Ted Danson and Elizabeth Shue. CSI uses sound stages 25, 24, 23, and 22. One of those sound stages is just for some scenes in the new show Superstore. Well, you would have if the doors were open. That's what's taking place in those sound stages right now. Superstore stars America 13 and Inception. So we stay very busy here in our front line. E! Sci-Fi, USA, Bravo, Telemundo, the Golf Channel, CNBC, MSNBC, the Weather Channel, NBC, starring Lauren Graham and Craig T. Nelson. The seventh installment in our wildly successful Fast and Furious friends to be the dressing rooms. Entertainment's latest offering is the movie Minions, currently in theaters. My favorite bungalow. It belonged to my favorite director, Alfred Hitchcock, who brought us hits like Hannibal Lecter to the big and small screens. You can feed your fear with Hannibal. Saturdays on NBC. Scaring their audiences. Alfred Hitchcock was known as the master of suspense. He had movies like Captain America, First Avenger, television shows like Agent Carter, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., NCIS, The Mindy Project, How I Met Your Mother, the list goes on and on. If you didn't get a time, don't worry, we'll be driving by again on the other side. We're headed into what's called our metro sets, or metropolitan sets, folks. We call them that because we can make this part of our lot look like any major city that we want it to look like. All we have to do is change some set decorations around and boom, we could be at San Metro sets, are what we call facades. So those are just the fronts and the sides of buildings. Side as we turn the corner, you'll see this mural. That mural actually appears to be a real building when it is on camera because of a technique called trompe-l'oeil, or trick of the eye in French. Using highlights and shadows, simple painting techniques, we're able to create a 3D effect. We're currently going down on London Street. We call it London Street because we can make it look like London. It has its very own Parliament building right here, and then there's also a non-denominational church right there. And it's non-denominational so that our filmmakers, again, have that flexibility so they can use it for whatever their production needs. On your right-hand side, parallel to our co-host, Jimmy.
This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there. Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Our New York Street is currently being prepped for the Mindy. Our filmmakers keep up the illusion that they are really in the city. How many bricks do you think were used in the making of these walls? Anybody have a guess? 0. And you've never been on this tour before, I remember. Huh. They always give me the smart people on these tours. Too bad. No surprise. But yes, you're correct. 0 bricks used in the making of this wall. Those bricks are made of foam, plaster, rubber, just painted to look like bricks. Again, illusions. Now, the design of the set master, he also was an actor of sorts. He would appear in the first 5 to 10 minutes of all of his movies. He'd make cameos. And he did that, he said, because he needed extras, but I think he really just wanted, in my opinion. But we have many award winners here at Universal.
I'm not bad, no. I'm Robin.
To be or not to be, that is
3D immersive experience. So you're going to have your. And this is, another day, another incident on Skull Island, using the creatures and the character of personality of Kong as he appeared in the movie. The Universal Tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow trail in Skull Island, allowing the visitors a little sneak peek at some of the wildlife of Skull Island. Really, a lot of thought into the character and personality of Kong. He's so much more than a monster. In fact, he's not a monster. He is an incredibly majestic, ancient creature. He's a force of nature. He's old, he's wise, he's proud, he's fierce, and obviously he has...
Ladies and gentlemen, King Kong 360 3D! Somebody here at this front car has a fascinating scream. Is that you, man? Was the level of a feature film?
Video tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking at all directions into the audience. It's a hell of a ride.
On this tour, in just a moment, you'll be seeing Back to the Future. Back to the Future, Part 2. And have developed their need for speed. Picture cars have grown bigger, badder, and faster. And what better example of bigger, badder, and faster than our Fast and Furious franchise? You might have also noticed a couple cars from another wildly successful franchise with a recent installment, Jurassic World. Let's visit that. Look at the trees in this area, folks, because not all the trees are what they appear to be. Some of them are just made of foam plaster rubber, painted to look like trees just like our bricks. Coming up on your left-hand side, you'll see a picture car used in Lost World Jurassic Park, the Mobile Lab. It was dangled from a cliff in the movie. That cliff was really just a parking structure located in our front lot, decorated to look like a cliff. See what I did there? I showed you that video so that you'd be distracted, so the dinosaurs could spit on you unawares. All a part of my plan. But I also wanted to point out that it was raining in that scene. They didn't really help us create And we want to create that mist effect. We use something called a lawn fogger. It's like a lawnmower. There's a button you press on it and fog comes out. You just cart that around the set and you have your fog effect. When we need to create snow in the movies, we use instant.
We've got snow and sleet on New York Street, and we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Island of God. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Special effects team, sound effects, please. Lighting, thank you. When we come to a complete stop, okay, which is now, special effects team, could you please turn on the rain sprinklers for our guests, please? Thank you. So what we're doing is we're just shooting water directly up into the air. It falls back down to the earth naturally, and it looks like rain. Sometimes we'll actually add powdered milk to that water so that it appears even better on camera. So you could say, folks, that they weren't singing in the rain. They were singing in the milk. You looked over here with such expectancy, like hope that was going to be a good joke, but it wasn't. I'm sorry. Sorry to lower your expectations of this tour. Oh, special effects team, will you please turn the water off? Oh no, my bee. That wasn't my fault at all. That water came from tanks located at the top of the hill. That effect was used in Big Fat Liar.
You can't outrun a wolf, kid! Yeah, we'll see about that. I got funny
Big Fat Liar shot right here in Old Mexico, also to movies like Nacho Libre and Three Amigos. But we're headed out of Old Mexico, folks, and into the Old West. Welcome to Six Points, Texas. This is where we filmed many of our westerns back in the day when westerns were Universal's bread and butter. Stars like Jimmy Stewart, John Wayne, Audie Murphy, they all walked these streets. So did Jimmy Fallon.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I hear this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Notice that they're a little bit smaller or larger than the average window or door. That's because when we would film our westerns, we would stick our cowboys in front of the little doors so they appeared to be bigger and brawnier than they were in real life, and we put our ladies in front of the larger doors so they appeared to be petite, vulnerable damsels in distress. Hollywood magic, folks. Speaking of which, that's a magical lake on your left-hand side. Magical because it can magically become the ocean in films and television shows. It was used in an episode of Desperate Housewives, one of the Jurassic Park movies, but it is best known for some of our more classic fare, like Showboat, starring Irene Dunn, Hattie McDaniel, Paul Robeson, and also Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's also where Norman Bates stashed his unfortunate victims in the Alfred Hitchcock classic, Psycho. I can't talk about scary movies like Psycho without talking about this next part of our lot, folks. We're headed into Little Europe. We call it Little Europe because we can make it look like Europe, but that's not why it's scary. This is where we started many monster movies like The Mummy, The Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein. Universal practically created the genre of the horror film, and it all started right here in Little Europe.
Think of monsters.
Dracula, Frankenstein,
Right. The Mummy, Hunchback of Notre Dame,
Invisible Man,
and the Opera, classic.
Up ahead, they might be filming a Home and Family, so I'm gonna have to get off microphone. See you soon. Okay, folks, we're going to go even more behind the scenes than we have been. I can't disclose which movie, folks, but I can assure you that it is a big one. You'll notice just how much work goes into creating a movie set. You have all of the very specific set decoration, the lighting equipment, the sound equipment, all the electrical equipment, and of course the craft services table, which is my this little 7,000 number.
Oh, whoa.
But that soundstage has been used before in many productions, including an episode of Bones on Fox. Earthquakes are so stressful. Let's go on vacation. We're headed to Amity Island. It's cheap to stay here because they once had a little bit of a shark problem. But don't worry, it's all been taken care of. Nothing to worry about. See, shark's been caught. Also, my boyfriend George is in the water. He's fantastic. He's a policeman scuba diver, just checking things out, making sure they're A-okay. So just sit back, relax. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Oh man, itu hiunya.
George, my love, go back to your boat. There's a shark coming right towards you. George, go now. If you believe in love, if you believe in George, clap for him. Come on, George, you can do it. Go back to your boat. Why is no one clapping? Come on, George. Come on, George. Look what you did. Oh my goodness. I'm single again.
Wah, udah mati.
is a lot scarier for the filmmakers of Jaws because the mechanical shark they used never worked.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work.
Din semua itu
Wherever
bohong.
you were on the island, you could hear the radio mics. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited. The shark worked well enough for a while there, so I really owe the shark a lot.
Those waters weren't always shark infested though. That area was once Cabot Cove and murder. Video, just to name one more production. But by far the most popular women in the neighborhood were the Desperate Housewives of Wisteria Lane. Coming up on your left-hand side, you will see the set for ABC's Desperate Housewives, the entrance to the street. Huh. Looks like Dominic Toretto's car from Fast and Furious. I better call it in. Hold on one second, folks. Security?
Oh, rumahnya cuma setengah-setengah.
This is security. What's going on, Studio Tour?
Well, we're just going by Wisteria Lane, and I saw a 1970 Charger sitting out ahead. Just wanted to let you know in case it's important.
Okay, Tour. I'll send some...
All right, thanks, Chief. Sorry, folks. Nothing's more important than security. Hold on.
Studio Tour. Looks like we might have an issue.
Handle it. Let's continue on with our tour. On your right-hand side, you will see the set for Ron Howard's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. In this case, that snow is made of styrofoam. But in the movie, they used over 9 football fields worth of instant mashed potato flakes and cut-up plastic bags. The Who's had a lot more to worry about, though, than just a Grinch, because they were living right next door to someone known to be a little bit of a, well, psycho. Welcome to the Bates Motel.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Psycho, the masterpiece directed by Alfred Hitchcock. We're approaching another masterpiece now, folks. The impressive crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
When we first began to sit down to talk about the War of the Worlds, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. That's right. Now listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Just get them closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
Destroyed specifically for the movie. It cost the production $60,000 for the plane, but over $200,000 to ship it. Shipping and handling always gets you in the end. That's World of War.
Nearby, I continue to come on the lot and try to become a director. Universal sort of is my birthplace. This is the place I consider my first home, and I love it here. And I keep coming back. Even
Oh, hold on, folks. We got another interruption from security.
Look, this might be more serious than I thought.
You guys need to turn that vehicle around and head back to passenger unloading immediately.
Sweet moonwalking Moses. That's a terrible idea.
What just happened? This is a secure line. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are.
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the
Down Street Racer hangout. Full of cool cars. I can't believe they're letting us stay in here. How legit.
Hey, yo! They just got here. All right, I got it. Well, listen, hello, beautiful people, particularly you right there missing the third row. How you doing? You good? My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you Shaw for a while. Brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over. It's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row, like I was saying. So look, see over there? It's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. But that work of art back over there was made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels.
So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
You had one job to do, Roman, one. All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay. I'll meet you in there.
So like I was saying, the third row, right?
Thanks, Roman. Thanks, Lenny. Okay, like they said, folks, cameras, cell phones, away. Protective glasses, also away. You don't need them yet. But
Ya,
do you
disuruh
hear that
matiin.
music? Hey, why are you bringing out such a great party? We just got here. I've neither whipped nor nay-nay.
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party. And what are the other girls? Roman Pierce, FBI, on the ground. Neil? On the ground, do it now. You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not. On the ground, right now! Ladies, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's like me. First of all, I don't work for you. Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for? We don't work for nobody. Pop, I suggest you clear out here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety. Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun. Never mind, a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort Mr. Hobbs out. Let's go, Cookie Puss. You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family protects you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something.
See what I'm talking about?
Oh, you got it. It was on vibrate. Shaw traced us. Ops can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Try to move that vehicle.
Okay, we're moving.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door. Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty right the road.
Okay, folks, you better put on those protective glasses. Does not sound good out there.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn. Everybody, you protect the witness and you can resume breathing.
You know it's crazy out there. You guys right hard. Respect.
You know, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You gotta pick it up. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
That blockbuster action sequence is a fantastic example of modern day filmmaking, but we've been making movies here at Universal for over 100 years. We're so happy that you joined us today to hear a bit of our story. Today to a season pass so you can come back all the time. The park closes at 10 p.m. today, folks, so make sure you get in as much as you can before it does. I highly recommend Revenge of the Mummy, Jurassic Park, and please do yourself a favor, go see Waterworld at least once. It truly is spectacular. Waterworld, Alive SeaWorld, spectacular. If you have any questions about the park, we'll be by the tram afterwards. Feel free to come up and say. For visiting us here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. Once again, my name is Johanna, and as they say in the movies, that's a wrap. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Our top.